Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. In the slot in motion left. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining. Step aside here in this first quarter. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. He finds Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
In 2021, Corey Davis made the move from the Tennessee Titans to the New York Jets. But injuries limited him to only 9 games. When healthy, though, he had begun to show the promise that made him a top 5 pick by the Titans. A promising rep there, getting a first down.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, coming into the game, the defense knew they had to provide an excellent pass rush, but not provide any gaps because he's really strong with his legs. How about that confidence booster there on the first defensive drive of the game? They know they can get to him now.
They'll drop to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passers. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. On the return, Jackson. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. A run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the day as his kick is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd and 9 now. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Robinson will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some...
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 17 yards out. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Forced out to his left. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
With it is Jackson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They go play action with Jackson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Let's go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense. And they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Berrios.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Out of the gun now on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Jeff Smith.
36 yards.
And the Jets get a bit closer.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And taken down just shy of the 40.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On third down, Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And some room to maneuver. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first three quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the option, here's Robinson. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Give to Robinson on the option. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Hey, middle.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. So there you go, Charles. How about this for a debut? A 2nd rushing touchdown in NFL game number 1.
How about it? It just points to me how confident that this young man is, but also how much confidence his coaching staff and teammates have in him.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Odafe Oweh so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Pass complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their